What's going on, guys? So I realized that it's been a while since I've done a Guns and Coffee with Luke. Nothing like a damn good cup of coffee. So let's get to it. First things first, address, I guess, the YouTube situation. So, I think with that platform, man, it's just once you're on their radar, it's like you can't get off of it, because I'll tell you what, guys, like, it makes no sense to me. The stuff that they would strike me for, I'd look at it and go, what? Like a video of a gun in a stand and just doing a walk around with music, no speaking, no nothing. And that was promoting the sale of firearms. And I'm like, what in the hell are you talking about? And then when I would go to appeal it, instantly rejected. Like, not even the ability to submit something and like wait for somebody to look at it. No, literally, I would go there. I wouldn't. After my very first strike, where they gave me the ability to actually type in a response and say, hey, like, this is why you guys are wrong, and I won that. They took that strike away. After that, I never had the ability to enter an explanation on an appeal ever again. It was literally just the button. You would press it, and no option to add anything to it, and it would come back within 30 seconds. Appeal denied. And I'm like, how is that even fair? You know what I mean? Like, that's clearly not a human being doing that. There's an AI software that is generating that or is doing that, and that's just bullshit. So anyway, long story short, we were sitting on 2 strikes. We got literally 2 back to back. Like, I had one, and as soon as the week ran up, it was like the next day. And the funniest part is that the video they hit us for on the second strike had already been posted on the channel for like 18 days. It was an old video. And I'm like, whatever. So then, like I said, the final straw, the one that got us booted off completely, was literally a video of the P365 sitting in a gun stand and me doing a walk around video of it. Like, that's it, with music in the background. No speaking, no promoting, no selling, no nothing. That was it. And you can't link anything on YouTube, so there was no link on there, whatever. It is what it is. I guess it was time for me to start something new and something fresh anyway. And, I've done a couple posts where I've reached out to people and said, hey guys, I could really use some assistance right now. I want you guys to understand something. I'm not begging for work, right? I have a full-time job. I own a marketing company. I'm doing fine. But I really want my gunsmith business to take off and start, generating a decent revenue on its own. And last month was a really good month for us. I'm not even going to lie. It's probably been one of the best months we've had since we launched this thing in April. But I've also invested everything back into the business, to the point where I am broke. I've bought equipment, I bought tools, I bought inventory, I've spent money on these giveaways. We're up to $1,800. I didn't even think about it. I had a buddy message me yesterday, and he's like, dude, are you sure you want to keep doing these giveaway things? He's like, I know you're trying to get, eyeballs on the brand and stuff like that. He's like, man, you're almost $2,000 in on that pistol already, and you're not even done. Are you sure you want to do this? And I was like, and I went and tallied it, and I was like, damn, he's right. In my mind, I thought we were sitting at $1,200 on the P365, but at the end of the day, we got 8 on the pistol, $550 in value on the R11, which I didn't pay that. I paid $450. I paid the price. And Mark, who's amazing, by the way, over at ECM Manufacturing, ECM Precision, sent us the Carry Magwell and the hexagonal grips as a bonus, which was friggin' awesome, and they're beautiful. Thank you, Mark, honestly. And then to the guys over at Angry Bear Arms, thank you so much for sending those sights. I'm going to get them on the pistol this weekend, because now that we've decided to go ahead and move forward with using the factory slide. And I'm going to tell you guys why I decided to do that. It makes sense, right? Because at the end of the day, we did a poll. We gave you guys 4 options. We gave you guys FDES, Norso, arc reactor, and then the last one was the custom slide made by us, and it ended up being a 3-way tie between our slide, the arc reactor, and the FDES. So at that point, in my honest opinion, I was like, all right, well, then I guess in this instance, since it's a 3-way tie, we could either run it again, or we can just say house rules and house picks. So I decided, I said, you know what, let's go ahead and say house rules, house picks, and I'm going to go ahead and do, you know, the custom option on my own. And I think that'll end up working out the best, you know, across the board, because I think it gives us an opportunity to do something completely unique, you know what I mean, that isn't out there, and gives me an ability to work the honeycomb pattern into the slide. And I'm not going to overdo it. I'm not going to make it like some crazy, you know, overly honeycomb design, but I'm thinking of doing like a little bit of a laser, like a faded laser honeycomb pattern on the slide, and then maybe doing a couple infinity style offset ports on the top, but doing them in a honeycomb shape. I think that would be awesome, right? The ports themselves will be circular inside the honeycomb cuts in the slide. So, but it'll bring that whole thing together, you know what I mean, and just make it, you know, make it completely unique. So I hope you guys like it. And, you know, obviously we also have the Tyrant CNC parts. We got the IntelliFire trigger, the takedown lever, the slide stop, and the striker plate that'll be here hopefully in the next couple days. The Sentinel 2 arrives on Monday. So yeah, I mean, I'm stoked about it. I know it is putting out a lot, but like I said, you know, I really appreciate you guys. You know, head over to highoctaneneutral.com, grab some merch, you know, and if you're interested in any services, hit me up, luke@abnormalgunworks.com. I'll quote you out, you know, and every dollar you spend goes towards the giveaway. So what better time to get anything done than now? And remember, we're also a Red Dirt trigger dealer. So if you need a trigger, even more so, like I have the XP ones listed on the site because they have to be custom fitted for the pistol. But if you want something else that's a direct fit for your pistol or something like that, hit me up and let me know. If there's any other parts that you may want, let me know. We're a hex mag distributor, so I got hex mags on the site. I just re-upped and ordered 15 more. So, you know, let's make it happen. I really appreciate you guys, and every little bit helps. So even if it's something small that you want to have done, please don't think that it's not worth my time, because it absolutely is. I made this business what it is, and got to a point where I wanted to launch it to the public on trigger jobs and polishing and things like that. So, you know, that's always going to be our bread and butter. So I appreciate you. And, you know, as things progress and move forward, you know, we'll be able to offer even more services with the laser and, you know, the machining. So, yeah, I really appreciate you guys. I hope you have an awesome day. Later.